Our next speaker is Balu. And Balu will be evaluated by Laura. Laura, please tell us what you are going to look at in the evaluation. The name of Balu's speech is Leaders on Demand, and it will be for 5 to 7 minutes. What I'm going to be listening for is how well I understand you, especially since you're not, well, no, wait, I'll take this back. I think in India, English is your native language, but you would have an accent that might make it hard for the American ear to get it, okay? Now, when it comes to British English, I need to have the subtitles on in order to understand what the Brits are saying. Okay? In fact, yesterday I was watching Hercule Poirot, and there was this woman who was supposed to be an American, and I could tell she was a British accent because she said speciality. We don't say that, we said specialty. Aha, she's a spy. I bet she's done. So anyway, that's what I'm going to be paying attention to, is how well you enunciate and articulate your words, because this sounds like you have a very important message.
Yeah.
And Laura. Well, Balu is a relatively new member of our club, and he has just been this exuberant, bright light. I always love to hear him speak. Energy is just so wonderful, and I'm sure we're going to get a lot of that in this speech. Please help me welcome Balu with title again.
Leaders on Demand.
Leaders on Demand. Balu, leaders on demand.
Before we start, I would ask you all to have a eyes closed and take a 3 breath, a strong inhale. Good morning, leaders. Good morning, guests. Good morning, everyone. If I start asking you, do you like your job? Your answer would be either black or white. Yes or no. There are exceptions. A few people will say, yeah, kind of, I like, but still there. If I go to the people and ask, why do you like your job? The probable answers are, or highest statistical answers would be, my company is great, or my boss are great, or my company values is not up to my principles, or my boss doesn't understand me. Why do companies fail? Companies get success. Why do some family fail? Some family get success. Why do some people fail? Some people get success. Yeah, there might be an argument on definition, but the bottom line is that we don't communicate well. We don't communicate well. And what is today's crisis is on people who are in a leadership position doesn't know to communicate. They go through intense hours of training with their technical expertise. They go with intense hour of licensing, where the field I come from, highly regulated, where physicians undergo a licensing exam and healthcare system. Not many are focused on their communication or leadership. Leadership is all about practicing. It is a process where a human being, a common human being, can be transformed into leader. I'm not speaking about the guy who sits in the C-suit as a leader. I'm not speaking about a guy who sits in White House as a leader. I'm speaking about a common people like you and me can become a leader, are leaders, and will be a leader. How? It's all about your practice leadership. Yes, this week topic is theme of our session is on back to school. What do you think you're gonna see in children's mind that they will become a tomorrow's leader? They are our future, right? We invest so much on our future. We put roads for tomorrow's future. Why? And how well we gonna do that? Yeah, majority of company say, it is all about shareholders' interest. We're gonna fire or mass layoff when some people's expectation didn't meet. It is like how you are getting a club or a sports club, not on the favor of the players, but on the demand of fans. If you're going to work on your club on the demands of your fans, you're not going to build a good team. You're not going to participate in a good tournament of the year. You get it? What I'm trying to say, the analogy. So when you look for a shareholder who just invested some money and sitting in his home just to see for returns, you're not going to create a value to the people who are working with you. Let me bring another example. If a person works with you and doesn't perform 3 months consecutively as he target for, and if you go next to him and say, buddy, 3 weeks, you're not performing good, and I cannot promise if you continue for the next month. You may or may not. How encouraging is that? In the same way, you go and sit next to him, buddy, yes, I see that your performance was not good for the past 3 months. But what's happening with you? Is your parents okay? Is your wife doing good? Is your kid in school doing good? Is your financials good? Is your health good? Can you give me anything that I can be a help for you, a value in your life? The whole scenario changes, right? From complete being insecure on the first scenario, here completely being confident, hope for the future. Okay, my manager looks at me empathically. My manager looks at me, not me as just a body who comes and sits in front of the computer and try to perform the duties. No, I'm a human being. I have been composed of so many variables, factors all around me, right? And how that's going to change. And how well you need to develop your communication to reach that secure and show them that you care for them. And I'm confident that the company will do overall better only with this empathical attitude. Yeah, there are so many other factors too, but how are you going to incorporate if you don't start practicing leadership, if you don't start practicing communication? It's all about consistency than intensity. And here we are, the children who are going back to school, we need to seed them with leadership abilities. Thank you. Have a great day.